Hi everyone, welcome to your Soul Seekers Tarot reading today. I'm Corey, and it's lovely to be here with you guys today. I hope you're all doing well, and thank you for being here to watch the video for your pick a card reading. The message we're going to discover or explore today is what message is meant to reach you right now. What message is meant to reach you right now, and we'll use this deck to pull out 3 piles for you to choose from. If you feel like watching more than just one pile, that's what you're feeling drawn to, then by all means, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Pile number 1, we have got keys. Okay, so you know what keys is all about. Keys is about opening up doors or opening up opportunities to you. Could also mean that you're locking yourself in too. Like stopping yourself from being available, being open to new opportunities. But let's see. Pile number 2, snake. Snake is the number 7 card. That's a heaven number, right? So the snake card is a lot about not just being deceptive, someone being deceptive, whatever, and sneaky and tricky and not tricky, sneaky and not sneaky either. Deceptive, lying, just slimy, slithering type of individual that you can't really trust. But it's also like a transformation card in the sense that, energy in the sense that you are shedding an old skin and making yourself anew, which is what snakes do a few times a year. So you're shedding old skin, which would be an old belief system or just an old belief that you've been hanging on to, that you've said, you know what, I don't feel like this works for me anymore. Might have been someone else's belief that you took on as your own. And then we've got man. So this is Ace of Cups. That's the Queen of Clubs, Wands. Queen of Wands and the 8 of Diamonds. So we've got the man card, number 28. Maybe gentleman number 1, I think. Okay, so that's what we've got for the 3 piles. Let's pull these down here because I'm going to put some tiles up, number tiles up for you to choose if you can't or don't want to use your intuition. Let's pull out some numbers. So for pile 1, we've got numbers 4 and 6. So if it's 4 or 6 or 46 or 64 that stands out to you. For pile 2, we have 1 and 5. Same thing, a 1 or a 5, 15 or 51. And let's see, we've got 2 and 3, of course, for pile 3. 23 or 32. Alright, now if it's not the numbers you like to choose your pile from, maybe it's your zodiac sign. Let's do that then. Okay, we have got for pile 1, we've got Gemini, Leo, Pisces, and Aries. Pile 2, we have Taurus and Aquarius, and we have Capricorn and Scorpio. So for pile 3, we've got Sagittarius, Virgo, Cancer, and Libra. Alright, so those are the 4 piles. Take your time and I'll be back with you shortly. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the key card, whether you're setting yourself free or locking yourself up, to discover the question about what message is meant to reach you right now. Of course, this message is coming from your spirit guide, your guardian angel, your soul, your inner God. So what message is meant to reach you right now? If you didn't choose this through this pile through your intuition, you might have used the numbers, and we got 4 and 6. So 4 or 6, 46, 64, whatever resonated with you. If it wasn't the numbers, it was your zodiac sign, and we have got Gemini and Leo. And we have Aries and Pisces. All right. So these are the oracle decks I've chosen for this pile. And let's get started with the major arcana to find out what message is meant to reach you right now. Archangel Michael, what can you tell us? This one? Okay. We'll do that. And let's get a clarifying card for the major arcana that's going to be shown in a moment here. So I hope things are going well for you and everybody's well and, you know, living life good. Let's choose a ruin. I don't know if you know, but I do the zodiac sign readings 4 days a week, because the 5th day of the week is this one that I do, and that's on the Collective Soul Tarot channel that I have. Let's see. This is an oracle by Kyle Gray. It's a new one. And then we have the Hafiz. The Hafiz, the wisdom of the Hafiz oracle. And then the tarot deck, of course. All right, let's go. We have got the keys card, as you know. The keys is, I can read you just a little bit about the keys to tell you the key card of finding a solution and way out of a situation. Personal meaning is hope, faith, strategic thinking, planning, sense of culmination, and solutions. Meanings in love is a new period in a relationship that you have not encountered before. Liberation, a secret that you will learn, a way out of a difficult period, and overcoming barriers between partners. Meaning in the field of finance, successful and extraordinary decisions, alternative, way out of the crisis, and search for consensus. So this is all positive. This particular Lenormand is not about locking yourself up, allowing yourself to miss opportunities because you're either stagnant or refusing to move ahead, but that's not the situation here. So wonderful. What we have for major arcana is the Hierophant. Okay, that's being traditional. That's being, having a higher mind, kind of like God mind, a higher mind, knowing that what's the right thing to do when it's the right time to do it. Always seeking maybe consultation by others in authority. This has to do with education. It has to do with anything traditional, institutions. It has to do with, could be a marriage. Marriage that either you're married right now or you're planning to be married or hope to be married. The Nine of Wands is clarifying it though. So there's something that you've been battling for a while, and you may not have been able to see a way out, right? But the keys are here now. So you haven't had a solution with something that you've been battling, and you're feeling more like a wounded warrior because of all the battles you've been through to try and make something happen, or hoping that something will happen, or it's just been a rough road on this journey for you. Okay, so let's see if we can find out some more. The ruin that comes out is the Anzus rune, which is a revealing message or insight, communication, signals, inspiration, enthusiasm, speech, true vision, power of words and naming, blessings, the taking of advice. Taking of advice, right? They're talking about the Hierophant. So this is a very positive rune, Anzus rune. So a revealing message or insight, some kind of advice. You might be going ding ding in your head. It's sounding like it's hitting the nail on the head for you to be able to move forward and find a solution. And then we have the Traveler. Move in a new direction. Wow. Talk about moving forward. Okay? Move in a new direction and take action. Number 14, which is a 5, and that's always change. See, these horses are running. They're taking action. This is you. So you're going to be receiving information, communication that's going to help you move forward. If you haven't already received it, you will soon. Okay, so let's get some tarot. Pile number 1. Archangel Michael, please tell us more about this story. They're seeking advice. Pile number 1 is seeking advice, receiving information, communication, receiving whatever it is they need to receive in order for them to be able to get out of the Nine of Wands energy and move in a forward moving direction, taking action. Okay, traveler. You may actually be traveling, but here's judgment. Got judgment. That's making a final decision, but it's also like you are answering the call. There's a call in your heart to do something, to be something, to move towards something. Okay, pile number 1. And then we have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups, you know, is the kitten standing in its bowl. It's sitting in its bowl instead of eating the food. So it's growing and developing. But to figure out what a bowl is for, right? But anyways, that's something that is you're revisiting the past, or the past is coming back, or something that's in the past that you've been, maybe reminiscing about. Let's see, we've got the 2 of Cups. Whoa, well, the 2 of Cups, you know what that is. That's a partnership, a relationship. Whether it's a partnership between 2 business partners or it's a relationship, could be a really close friendship too, but it'd be a friend that you truly, truly admire and love, and they do in return. Page of Cups. Well, the Page of Cups, look at this cat in the toilet bowl, taking advantage of the water resource, the emotional resource. So it's like, the Page of Cups a lot of times is about not only a fresh start with love in your heart, feeling loved up, feeling loving, but it's also like an apology from someone. Then we have the King of Wands. Maybe this is the one that is apologizing to you, but this is also an action taker, so it could be you. We have the 7 of Pentacles. No, is that Pentacles? That's Cups, I do believe. 7 of Cups, yeah. That's about having choices, isn't it? Look at all that cat food. Having choices. Maybe overwhelmingly so. Maybe it's confusing. But you're needing to make a choice. With the Queen of Pentacles. Very interesting, pile number 1. Well, the Queen of Pentacles lives in the realm of her dreams because she can follow her dreams, because she has the wealth and the intelligence and the wherewithal to be able to navigate what is an illusion and what's not an illusion. With the Chariot, and that's moving forward in a balanced state. Balanced state. Let's see, can we get more? Let's see, can we get more? I think we can get some more, guys. So 4 more for pile number 1, please. The Ace of Cups. Remember, which one was it? The Ace of Cups. So that's the other. Okay, that was the other Lenormand pile. I think pile 2 or pile 3. I'm not sure. Ace of Cups, but that's a divine opportunity to move in the direction of taking care of yourself, loving yourself. Look how she's pampering herself there. She's very, very calmly and with patience, like without haste, having a drink of water, dipping her paw in the water. Instead of just leaning down and licking it up with her tongue, she's choosing to enjoy it in a different manner. And then we have the High Priestess. Wow. The High Priestess, where secrets are revealed, and you know the secrets. You know the secrets. You may even be keeping what you know hidden from yourself, you see? But you're wising up here, checking in with your intuition. The Strength card is about being a cat but roaring like a lion. Yeah. totally finding your strength and courage to move forward instead of holding yourself back. And justice. Justice is biting the human's hand. The human's hand is getting bit. Like, don't bite the hand that feeds you, right? Well, this cat don't care because it's probably playing anyways. But justice, it's enjoying itself. And on the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Nine of Pentacles. Yep. And the Hermit in reverse. Okay, that's weird. The Hermit in reverse. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit in reverse, we're bringing that out. Yes, we are, with the Three of Cups. And what is this one? The Ten of, I don't know. That one here. That one's confusing to me. The Ten of what? Let me find out, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got the book. Let's find out. The 10, I mean, it's not clear. It could be Pentacles. But it's a Pentacle, because I forgot. I have to look at this icon here. It's 10 of Pentacles, not at the actual picture. So yeah, this is the Three of Cups, the Hermit in reverse, and we got the Six of Cups. No, I'm sorry, the Nine of Cups. This is the Nine of Cups, not Nine of Pentacles. Okay, sorry guys. I haven't used this deck very much, so I'm not in tune with exactly where I need to look for what it is. So the Hermit in reverse. The Hermit in reverse to me is someone who's coming out of the bag, right? Coming out of seclusion or isolation, coming out of hiding. It's somebody who's coming out. And you've got the Ten of Pentacles then to Ten of Pentacles to revel in, right? This is like moving forward in commitment, but great abundance and prosperity. With the Three of Cups, that's socializing, having a good time, enjoying yourself in your life. So what message is meant to reach you right now? So you've got the key, which you're releasing yourself from something. You've learned something right here. Remember, this is an education, but it's also it's very traditional in the sense that we seek advice from either our higher self, our God, or from others who are in a authority position, in a position where they can offer advice. Education as well is where you learn. You go to a place to learn, an institution to learn, to become more knowledgeable about whatever it was that was holding you back before, that was beating you down, beating you up with the Nine of Wands. The traveler could be somebody who is either traveling. You may actually be traveling, holiday or business or whatever it might be for you, but it's a move in the direction. Now, traveler is somebody who is actually like on a pilgrimage, somebody who is learning, who is following a journey, okay, and seeking that information that's going to help you come out of feeling stuck, feeling stuck or isolated, or just feeling like you are in the dark about something. Okay, you're finding the light. You're finding the solution to take action, like these horses are taking action. You're feeling inspired, with the Zeus rune. You're feeling blessed in that you're taking the advice that you have sought or have been given. So you're answering your call. You're making the final decision to move forward from the past. That's what I could read. Move forward from the past, where you had been maybe keeping yourself stuck in, because you might have been focusing too much on the past, maybe worried too much about the past. What is this? This is the Six of Swords. Yeah, finding a solution right there. Wow, the Six of Swords, finding a solution. Yep. Wow, that's very appropriate. So finding a solution to help you move forward in your life from whatever, the Nine of Wands, which would be the rough waters, moving to calmer waters, the Six of Swords, taking life's lessons that you have learned and won, as lessons that you needed to know to be able to grow and develop further, to move forward, right? Into a way of thinking and a way of life that's more like mature for you. So you can kind of think of it as being like a teenager coming out of the teenage years, adolescence into adulthood. That's the idea, but I'm not saying you're a teenager. I'm just saying that it's like you're maturing in a way of feeling, a way of thinking, getting your thoughts and your heart in balance with each other. That's maturation. So it's spiritual growth, it's emotional growth, it's emotional intelligence, it's mental prowess, right? It's mental power, standing in your power, your strength, because you've decided to release yourself from a relationship, a situation that wasn't right for you, and it could be just simply a frame of mind, or something like a frame of mind that where something's gone awry in your life, and you've been, kind of depressed about it, or thinking about it in very, a much more negative way than you need to, keeping yourself caught up in victimhood, feeling like you've been victimized in some way, that someone's taken advantage of you or manipulated you in some way, and that it's really made you angry, made you mad, made you upset, and maybe possibly even wanting revenge. But that sort of thinking and feeling towards someone else, or towards a situation you feel like has taken your happiness away, that somehow something that happened, or someone said something or did something, they took your happiness away, but that's giving your power to somebody else, to everything on the outside world has the power to make you happy or unhappy, instead of what you have for power to do that on your own. So you may be giving up that mentality that's saying, you know what, I can't expect other people to make me happy. I'm going to have to figure out how to do this on my own. But you don't have to do it on your own. You may be seeking advice. You may be going to a counselor, mental health counselor. You may be going to, academic advisor that might be able to give you some kind of emotional change of looking at what it is that how you're moving forward in your education, or towards your career path, on your career path through your education. It can be anything that is been holding you back somehow, whether energetically, mind-wise, or emotional-wise, or someone has actually put some kind of restrictions or limitations on your movement. Maybe you have, maybe there's something that you want to do. Maybe you want to go to another country and travel around in it, and you're going to do backpacking. And your parent might say, no, you're not doing that, because that's very unsafe, especially at this time in life. This time in life. Many years ago it was a lot safer, but they might, it's just an example. I'm not saying it's safe or not safe, but it's just an example. Your parent might be saying, no, you're not doing that, and we're not supporting you, financially for that or anything, because we don't want you to go. You may be feeling restricted in that way, and you've been battling it out with them, saying, you know what, I'm an adult, I can do whatever I want. You might be 18, 19 years old, or 20, or whatever. I'm an adult, I can do whatever I want, and I don't need your help. I'm going to do it anyways. So you're finding ways to get support, financial support, or any other type of support you need right now through others, not necessarily through your parents or your family. Maybe it's at work. You're feeling like you want to take on a different job duty, be in a different role at work, get promoted, or at least get some cross training done, and you've asked your supervisor, or you asked the manager or owner, and they said, that might be something that we can do, but we can't do it right now. And you're feeling really kind of like, why? Why? You might have some really great reasons why you would say why, because you can't see what's holding them back from cross-training you right now. So is there something I've done that's offended them? Do they not see me as being qualified or good enough to step into that role? And you're feeling really quite jilted, you know, because you don't understand why they're saying no. And when we don't understand something, we fear it, and then the fear turns into anger, you know, or just pent up anxiety and depression turning into depression, stuff like that. So it could be anything, right, for you. But you are seeing that there is freedom moving forward, because we have the Six of Swords here, right, as your last card on the back of the deck. You have freedom moving forward. You have the Six of Cups, where you're not going to accept and just accept the past. This could be somebody from the past that has re-entered your life too. So we could go with that too. If it's a relationship or somebody else who was at one time had a role in your life, whether it was a pleasant or negative role, I don't know, but it's like you're not going to stay in the past anymore. You're letting things go. You're letting anger go. You're letting being upset go. You're letting revenge go. You're letting whatever you need to let go of, you're letting go. You might be letting go of somebody in a relationship or a friend that just has made it really impossible and quite clear that they're not happy to be your friend anymore. And so you're saying, well, okay, fine. You don't want to be my friend, you know, that's fine with me. I'll go and find myself new friends. That kind of thing. Two of Cups is you uniting with somebody, whether it could be a reuniting with like the past, but it's crossing tails, it's grabbing someone's hand, and you are saying, let's do this together. Let's start a new page in life together. It could be coming on the tail of an apology from somebody. Apology from somebody who says, I'm sorry, you know, I was like that, I was a turd, I'm sorry, I've been making you feel like you're not good enough and holding you back and stuff like that. The King of Wands now could be the person that you're going to take that next step with towards, or it's you taking that action. And I feel more like it's you. I do. And then we have the Seven of Cups with all these opportunities before you. It's just a matter of now you realizing what's real and what's not, so that you can make a choice. Queen of Pentacles, this is what you're becoming as a result of your decision to move forward prosperously and abundantly. The Queen of Pentacles, she's well respected. People seek her out for advice, especially financial advice. And she's somebody that is, she's evolved because she wears the crown, right? She's evolved. So you're evolving into someone who has got some lessons behind you, like a few notches on your belt kind of thing, from the things that you've experienced in life that maybe weren't pleasant, but you've grown, you've learned from it. You says, oh, well, I'm never going to do that again. I'm going to take care. I'm going to learn how to be more discerning, and then definitely if I see red flags, I'm going to pay attention to them. And then the Chariot, of course, is movement forward, and it's swift movement forward. We've got the Ace of Cups. This is you learning to love yourself, but it's a brand new beginning about loving your life, taking care of you first, and then loving others as a result. And it could be this one that you're loving if it's a Two of Cups situation, but I still see this one as you. The High Priestess, I mean, you're tapping into your intuition. You're allowing yourself to see through the veil of not knowing. You're saying, you know what, I've got the power of intuition. I've got the power of insight, that this is power, strength is power, that I can, when I step into my power, pile one, you become very courageous and confident, and you are very balanced and maybe even playful, because you're feeling so much more balanced. Balanced, knowing that what was not just before is just now. The divine is telling you you've got the key to release yourself from this. So the message is, the key is, it's the key. The message is the key. The message that's meant to reach you right now is that you have got the ability to seek the advice wherever you need to turn to get it. Get the advice. The information that you receive is what you're going to need to set yourself free. That's going to make you feel like things are justified now, that you're balanced, that you're free. You're free to do what you want. You have the strength. The message is that you are someone who is a king with a crown, a queen with a crown. You've got those two energies, feminine and masculine energies, balance in you. And because of that, with balanced energy, you can move forward. So make sure that you get yourself in the energy of not being an armchair astronaut, but being somebody who actually gets up and say, okay, I feel like I'm being motivated or urged to or guided to, but so I'll start looking into that right now, taking action, becoming someone who is well known and respected because of the, you've got so many opportunities, and people see that these opportunities are coming to you left, right, and center, that they don't see that those kind of opportunities are coming their way. Well, you're making that happen, pile one. So you're moving forward, you're loving your life, your new life that the divine is offering to you. We don't have to take it when it's an offering from the divine, but we'd really be silly if we didn't, right? So you're loving your new life with having that kind of take charge and take control of your life now, in whatever area of your life that we're talking about here that resonates for you. Using the power of insight, intuition, standing in your strength, the confidence and strength, feeling like things are under control now. Things are balanced. They're under control for you, and it's just exactly what you needed to. You need to feel this way because you felt it was unjust before. You got the 9 of Cups. That's you sitting pretty in wish fulfillment energy. Whatever it is that you can dream up like this, your wishes are going to come true as long as they're good for you, and it's good for everyone as a result. This brings you out of hiding. That's helps you go from being in the hermit energy of not sure what your next step is and looking for some kind of guidance, like light, some kind of light to see what your foot is going to land on that's safe and secure. But you're out of that now with the 10 of Pentacles, like prosperity and abundance coming out. You're yin yang, right? That's kind of like you're going to have full commitment from whoever and whatever. You're fully committed to it. They're fully committed to supporting and helping you in whatever way that looks like to you. Because look at them. Aren't they happy cats? They have fed themselves. They fed themselves. You fed yourself. You fed yourself. And so the message here is to feed yourself, because when you feed yourself, you feed others, and others will feed you in return. Just make sure that when you have the opportunity, you seek the advice that you need. Because the advice, the information, the message that you're going to receive is going to be something that's going to move you in a new direction than where you've been, the direction you've been going. You're taking action. It's a kind of message or information that you needed to be able to set off on this new journey of yours, of getting yourself out of being imprisoned by whoever has been, keeping you down with the 9 of Wands. That you have been feeling like you've been chewed up and spat out by life, by someone else, by an institution, by your job, by a person, a relationship, your family, whatever it is. This is what you're freeing yourself from, so that you can move forward in a very meaningful and happy way. The message that is meant to reach you right now is that you just need to seek information, because like the hermit, if it's information from, like guidance from your spirit guides, which is what this reading is about, information from your spirit guides, or just simply getting information from something else, someone else, you are going to realize, you're going to recognize it as the information that you need in order for you. This is the solution. In order for you to find the solution to move, because it becomes the solution to your problem, to your adversity, whatever it is you're facing. Okay, pile number 1, I hope that was helpful to you, and take care of yourself. Till next time, bye for now. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the snake card. Could be about, shedding your old ways, old beliefs, old behaviors, and becoming new again, becoming brand new. Shedding the old skin and having grown new skin. New courage too. If you didn't choose it with your intuition, this pile, you might have chosen through the number 1 or 5, 15 or 51. Okay, and if it's not that, then you chose it with Scorpio, Aquarius. I had that upside down. Sorry, for Capricorn and Taurus. Okay. So if it wasn't, so either way, you made the choice with pile number 2. Let's get started here. We're going to draw a Major Arcana. Archangel Michael, will you please help us choose a Major Arcana card that is appropriate for pile number 2's reading about what message is meant to reach you right now, right? What message is meant to reach you right now? And this, of course, remember, it's from your spirit guides or guardian angel or God or Jesus, whoever it is, who's your deity, your soul, basically what it boils down to. Your soul is an extension, right, of the divine. It is the divine. But it is an extension, of course, yeah, in this world, in the dream. Okay. Let's see here. Then we have this oracle, the Enchanted Forest Oracle. And then we have the tarot deck right here. Okay, guys. Major Arcana, we have the Star. That is a wish being granted. It's already granted, by the way. Everything is already done. It's just a matter of us catching up to it. Knight of Cups. Okay? Knight of Cups. Wow. So someone coming towards you that may have let go of an old skin, pile number 2. Yeah? Transform themselves. They are brand new in a different way of thinking and behaving, like I mentioned before. Let's find out what your rune is. It's Isa, that's ice, okay? It's obstacles, standstill, caution, and patience. Inner calm, surrender, and introspection. Okay, so it's having a relationship that had come to a standstill for you. All right, and pure intention. So this is the energy they're coming towards you in, with pure intention. And then we have Bear. Tap into your inner strength and power to face challenges head on, like a bear does, right? Wow, so powerful, powerfully strong, the Bear card. All right, guys. Let's see. Let's put this guy down here. And I'm going to move these up because I know I'm going to probably want 3 rows of tarot. So let's go. Archangel Michael, this looks like a really interesting message for pile 2. What message is meant to reach them right now? It looks like it's a wish fulfillment where somebody's coming forward, either back into their life or a brand new person, that whether they realize it or not, they have released an old skin and they have become someone else with pure intention. And it's just a matter of you finding the inner strength and courage to face any challenges head on with this person showing up, returning. So that's why I'd have to say this is more like somebody that's coming back as opposed to someone brand new. Because how do you know what kind of person they were unless you know of other people that know them that way. It's possible, but I do believe that this is something that has, you've been in it, and it's been at a standstill with the Isa ruin. There's been obstacles, and you've having to develop some cautionary behaviors, thinking, like being more discerning about people, that who you met before, they were a snake before. They were not somebody that you were meant to trust. You couldn't, because a snake has its way of being elusive, right? So for you, the relationship or the way you felt about it came to a standstill. You had to develop some caution, and you had to develop some patience. And through this, you did it with inner calm, surrendering the relationship and surrendering the way you felt about it, and going introspective. Okay, if you haven't done that yet, that's what you're going to be doing. That's the message for you right now, is for you to find your strength and courage to face any challenges and obstacles head on, like the bear, to a wish fulfillment. Somebody returning to you with the Knight of Cups energy. That's sincere, friendly, loving, I adore you, I admire you, I love you energy. The Knight is someone that is going to possibly be a little bit younger than you, or you're about the same age, because it depends where you're at. So in your development, your emotional and your spiritual development, but somebody has pure intentions now that they did not have before. Did I cut this yet? I really don't know. I can't remember, so let's just go for it. We got the 8 of Air, which is 8 of Swords, right? The 8 of Swords, that's you being all caught up in your own web. And it's usually the lies you're telling yourself, right? We all do it. Lies we tell ourselves that they don't love me, that I'm not lovable enough, or I must have done something wrong, why they're not in my life anymore, why they don't want to be with me. I must look like somebody who should be manipulated and deceived. I must look like that to somebody, right? And you notice that you've got butterfly wings here in the cocoon. So you're like a butterfly that's wanting to transform the situation, transform your life, just transform you. But because of all the webs, the spiders, the lies, each one of these are lies that we tell ourselves, because we're afraid of not understanding, because we don't understand something, why something happened. Why did it happen? Just like suddenly out of the blue, this person tells me they don't want to be with me anymore, or they just disappear. They're not in my life anymore. Just put it that way. And if they are in my life right now, it's in such a state of barely being in my life that it feels like it's dissolving. The relationship is completely dissolving, and it's soon we're going to be not even talking to each other, texting each other, contacting each other in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to go on living my life. They're going to go on living their life. And it's just, I'm not ever going to hear from them again. They're going to go on and be with somebody else and that kind of stuff. The fears of not knowing, the unknown. The 4 of Air, which is the 4 of Swords, that's respite time. And that's what you need. You need to recharge your batteries, because this is 4 of Swords, after all, is the 3 of Swords with the other 4th sword as your truth. The 3 of Swords is what you feel has been done to you. Of course it has. Your heart is broken. I'm not saying it hasn't. Your heart is broken, but there is a truth in this, and the truth is what you take with you. The lesson from that is, who are you? Have you learn to be able to stand in your strength and see red flags, of course, but to see someone or someone in a light that you may have missed before. You're learning to be discerning now. You're learning to be able to see things for more like they are, like you're getting to see mannerisms of people through having interactions with people who have been deceiving you, you've learned something valuable. And that's what the divine is trying to tell you, is that you have learned from having this challenge in your life, this obstacle, that there is something like of a jewel of information, of just learning something that is going to tell you, that's what I need to look for next time. If I see it, I am not going to ignore it. And you may not even have ignored it. You may not have even realized you needed to have a second look at it. So we've got the Five of Earth, which is the Five of Pentacles, that you've been feeling like you're out in the cold. Out in the cold, looking in to inside where everybody else is all snuggled up with somebody, nice and warm and cozy, and feeling like they're loved and loving and all this sort of stuff. You're not feeling like that. You're feeling like you are just been left behind and trampled on and left for dead, kind of thing, right? So this is your time to overcome your heartache and to pick up that sword of truth, that fourth sword, that when you're ready to come out of respite, out of recharging your batteries, out of introspection, like it says here on the ice card, you're at a standstill, you're introspective, you're realizing that this is something that has made you feel like you're an outsider. They not staying in touch with you, they doing things behind your back, you never know where they are, or they just ghosted you, left you without even so much of a notice, saying that they're doing that they don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore. That is like, you are going to be looking at this quite seriously, introspectively, and saying, I shouldn't have to feel like I'm on the outside of my own relationship with somebody, looking in for some kind of comfort and warmth from them. I shouldn't have to. So then we have the Lovers. Okay, yeah, Lovers is a choice, of course. It's a choice, but it's also, you may be seeing, or they are coming to learn, that this is a very strong soulmate connection. And it could be like it could be like a twin flame, but if it's not twin flame, it's just a very strong soulmate connection, meaning the two of you have been at this before. Maybe roles were reversed, but you have been in romantic relationship with each other in past lifetimes. So it's a matter of you taking, making a choice, because here's the Three of Swords now, right under the Four of Swords. Are you going to allow your broken heart to dictate your movements forward? Especially when this one shows up with the cup, right? The Knight of Cups. It's a wish being fulfilled for you, and it's already fulfilled. It's like everything's already happened. It's just a matter of we are catching up to it through the way we think and feel. Are we going to be on that path, or if we're still not quite thinking and feeling towards to be on the path, or be clearly on the path of that journey, of that path that's leading us to the wish fulfillment. If we haven't quite got our thoughts and our feelings in balance, tweaked enough to be able to experience the wish, we're going to be maybe moving along it parallelly, or going totally against, away from it, where at some point you'll come back around, probably, you don't know for sure, but this is what this is telling you, is that you've got a choice to either be stuck in brokenheartedness or find a way to overcome. The Ace of Fire. Ace of Fire, that's the divine's offer of brand new, passionate desires, feeling motivated to pursue something that, really ticks all your boxes and strikes the flame in your heart, right? It ignites the flame in your heart, Ace of Fire. Right, so we got Judgment. That's making a final judgment, listening to the call of divine, which was just here, calling you to be step into your, what is it that makes you feel motivated and ignited, excited? Does like having true love relationship with someone that you can trust make you feel ignited, passionate, just a true desire for you? With the star, again, 2 times, guys. So this is definitely a wish. There's something of a wish coming true for you. It's all, like I said, already a truth for you. It's already been filled. It's just a matter of you catching up to it, because you got the choice of either letting your heart remain broken over something, or catching a new flame, new desire. The 5 of Cups, and this is 5 of Cups is crying over spilt milk, but it's also got the promise of the 2 of Cups behind it. Crying over spilt milk, but there's always there's the 2 of Cups, which is the partnership, the love of somebody, the 2 of you loving each other, all over it as well. The 4 of Cups, that is you looking into yourself and seeing, dissatisfaction and disappointment with what's transpired in the past between you and someone else. The 8 of Pentacles, that's mastering something. With the Ace of Air, seeing the truth, being given the truth. Yeah, being given the opportunity to see the truth. Let's see. I want to find out from Archangel Michael. Is the new fire, stepping into the new fire, Ace of Fire, right? The new desire, making a choice to let go of heartbreak and stepping into the new fire. Heeding the call of truth, right? And realizing a wish fulfillment, letting go of what do you call it? Crying over spilt milk, because of the promise of the 2 of Cups behind that, and letting go of the disappointment, dissatisfaction. There we go. Dissatisfaction, disappointment of what's happened in the past. And with the 8 of Pentacles, it's you mastering your mental prowess, which is also a pentacle energy. The mentality, mastering that, working hard to do that, so that you can move into a new era for you, a new chapter, a new phase of truth. Having a breakthrough, right? Breakthrough that, hey, it ain't so bad now. I'm feeling better because I'm taking, I'm making the choice to feel differently, to think and feel differently. The Empress, wow. Empress, look at you. Wow, guys. Pile number 2, the Empress. You have stepped into, I'm nurturing myself, and because of that, I'm also nurturing to others, to relationships. I am, you're the woman of the year, or the feminine of the year. You're somebody who is well respected, who's loved dearly, you love dearly. You are surrounded by so much prosperity and abundance, so much goodness, so much aliveness. There's no death around you. This is promise. This is wish is coming true. This is mastery. This is a master manifester energy. This is you right here. So what about Archangel Michael? I want to know, is it the snake returning or somebody else? The Hermit. It's the snake returning. That's what I get from this Hermit card when I looked at it. It's the snake who is not the snake, right? They've gone into their own form of self-introspection. The 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. This one here wants to commit to you. Okay. We've got everything we need, guys. Take your Archangel Michael. The Hermit was somebody who went into themselves and realized that through being in the darkness, you know, like when it's like hitting rock bottom, right? It's like when you're in the hermit energy, you're like the dark night of the soul. You go introspective, and you start realizing during those times, saying, I can't believe I treated this person that way. I can't believe I ghosted them. I did that to them. You know, you start looking at what choices they've made. They start looking at what choices they've made. And they start seeing that, you know, they have made some wrong choices. They actually start having some remorse and regret. So this could definitely be as well their remorse and regret. They're feeling dissatisfied and whatever, but they're got a mindset change, and they're working hard on it to manifest, and they've had a breakthrough, an epiphany of what it is that they've done to their Empress, who they see as becoming wise, as becoming all those attributes I just mentioned. You know, you're bountiful, you're alive, you've got so much goodness in you and going on around you. You are the master, you know, of your emotions and your mind. You are balanced, and you just are. You're oozing in birthing anything new. Anything you touch turns to gold. Like you got the Midas touch as an Empress, and you would as an Emperor too. So they see you as being quite balanced in that, but they also see that you grew that way in the past, like over this time since things went, you know, between you became cold and solid, like iced out, right? That when things got cold and had died between you, you have grown. They've seen that you have grown. And they have a strong desire with the Ten of Pentacles to commit to you and only you for longevity. Okay, but this is the one. It's the person who has come out of their old skin. They've released their old ways, old way of thinking, old attitudes, old behaviors, and they're going to show up for you with that cup of love that says, I adore you, admire you, I don't know why I even let you go. But you needed to, right? You needed to let go of each other. Because if you'd stayed the way you were, would you be happy right now? Do you think that the two of you would still even be together? I mean, you're not now, right? So it's possible that if you did manage to stay together, that you'd still be breaking up anyways, because there was a need to grow. And that this relationship with this person, the message for you, is meant to reach you right now, is that this person was meant to, you and this person coming together, were meant to come together so that you could basically both feel a broken heart. You maybe more so than them in the beginning, but now that it's kind of like it's come back around and bit them in the butt. And it's forced them to take a look at themselves, have that dark night of the soul, and see that they needed to release their old deceptive ways. That they were being that way in the relationship with you. It was untrue, it was unfair to you. And they're coming back around to see if you will accept their cup, right? You will accept their cup. They know, like, it's not only a wish fulfillment for you, it would be a wish fulfillment for them as well. Either way, it's a wish being fulfilled between the two of you. Okay, guys, I hope that this was helpful to you. Pile number 2. This is your message that is meant to reach you right now, that you've got this in the bag because this is how you've evolved as a result of having to have faced the adversity, the challenges and the obstacles that this person and the two of you coming together actually created. You created a relationship that was on the rocks and fallen off the rocks, literally, so that you would have to resort and go into yourself to feel the pain, to feel that heartache. Both of you did it first, they did it second. and they want to come back in. So this is the message. Are you going to make a decision to make sure that you let go of the heartache that they caused in your life so that you can ignite a new fire of passion again for this person, with this person? Making that final decision to say, I've grown. I mean, you have. You've grown, you've developed a lot. And this is a wish fulfillment for you. So you don't want to ignore whatever the divine is fulfilling for you. Okay, guys? But it's always up to you, of course. So take care of yourself. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We are exploring what message is meant to reach you right now. And of course, this message is going to be coming from your spirit guide, your soul, God, whatever spiritual deity we're talking about here for you. Okay, your inner self, your spirit guides, guardian angels, whatever that is for you, Jesus even. So if you didn't choose the card man, because you might not be a man, from your intuition, you chose it through your number, a number which is 2 or 3, 23 or 32, right? And if it's not that, you chose it with your zodiac sign. You got Virgo and Libra, Sagittarius and Cancer. All right. All right, guys, let's find out what the Major Arcana has to say for us, for you, for this reading. The man is your significator card. It's either you, the querent, or somebody in your life. All right, let's see. Get some clarification for that Major Arcana. And then we have the ruins. What ruin wants to come forward, Archangel Michael? And we have Alice in Wonderland. I want to be a queen. That's what it says. I want to be a queen. Don't we all? Yeah. And then that one. So right away it makes me think that we're talking about a feminine who is the querent. So therefore you're not the man. There's a man that is in your life in some way. So we have the Hierophant. That's interesting. Pile number 1, I think, had the Hierophant. A different deck, but a Hierophant. Interesting. So you might be feeling drawn to that deck, or I mean that pile. Hierophant and the 3 of Cups. It's interesting. There's 3 of them here, and there's 3 of them there. So there's a lot of, maybe you belong in a group. You have a group that you seek for advice or consultation or comfort or support. Maybe maybe you do yoga. You know, and yoga helps balance your energies, right? So that you can actually be open to hear the messages from within, which is what message is meant to reach you right now, right? I want to be a queen, and it says Alice is a free person. She will not allow herself to be taken into captivity. Even if her incarceration was to be comfortable, she wants to be a queen. You too want to go further than freedom. You are seeking power to decide what takes place in your life. Enormous energy comes with stepping into your own potential, your own power. Yeah, let's see the ruin. We have the Dagas ruin. We'll read that in a moment, so I don't forget. And then we have the throne. I mean, I love how Archangel Michael, you're just amazing. So the throne, because you want to be a queen, you're in control of your destiny. Again, it's like this here. It said, you want to go further than freedom. You are seeking power to decide what takes place in your life. That's being in control of your destiny, right? Enormous energy comes with stepping into your own potential, your own power. That is, I'm going to turn it this way so I can see that. But yeah, I'm going to put this guy here and this guy here. So this rune is the Dagas rune. I do believe that it is a positive rune. Let's see where it is. It didn't tell me the number, so I have to look. Trying to get familiar with runes because I think they're pretty cool. The Dagas rune, oh my goodness. That's not the language I speak. Let's see, I think it's 24. Yeah, it is. Okay, here, English. Yay. The midday light is the meaning of it. Midday light. Look, it's a man and a woman. There's you and him. That man. Significator card. Someone's significant in your life, and it's a man. Could be your father. Could be you. Your friend. It could be a brother. It could be somebody who is a co-worker or in a management or supervisory position over you. But it's joy, okay? Association. Dagas is associated with the light at midday when the sun's rays are at their greatest splendor. The image is a boy and a girl dance with joy in the light of summer's day. A butterfly, symbol of beauty, flutters above them. The runic inspiration. It is a moment of joy and happiness, falling in love and prosperity, light and wisdom. So this is about a romance. Everything is illuminated. The truth fills our lives with bliss. Our dreams finally come true. It's time to commemorate them and celebrate together with loved ones. Everything is harmonious in the dance of life. There is no trace of aggression in our behavior. So it says the power of the rune is the Dagas offers happiness and enthusiasm. It helps us overcome stumbling blocks and feelings of guilt. It makes us feel light and beautiful, ready to seize the opportunities that life offers us. I started to think when I was reading that somehow maybe there's something that you're feeling not right about, ashamed, maybe guilty of something, being associated with this person in a romantic way, or at least you want to be in a romantic way with this person. You want to be the queen. Yeah, you want them to put them on your throne. You want them to see you as a queen, that you will be their queen. You'll be their queen because, you know, they'd be your king, right? You want to see them as being your queen. But perhaps they've already got a queen. Let's find out some more. Okay? So there's someone significant, a man is significant in their life, Archangel Michael. What more can you tell us about this reading for what message is meant to reach them right now? All right. We have the Nine of Wands, okay? Have done battle, been feeling like things have not been going your way in this relationship or in the direction that you'd like to take it in because you want to be their queen. Or you are their queen already, like you're already married to them, in a relationship with them, a committed one, and they're not seeing you or treating you in the way that a king would treat their queen. Could be that too. The Four of Pentacles. Four Pentacles, okay? Holding on. Eight of Cups. Walking away from an emotional investment. The High Priestess. Realizing that things have been kept hidden from you and that you are now tapping into the Empress. That's you. Being completely tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. Or the wife of the man. Page of Wands. Okay, that could be them coming towards you with great news, or you could be having an argument with them. Seven of Cups. What's real and what's an illusion between the two of you? The Moon. Things are very unclear, and you're feeling afraid of how things will work out. The Four of Swords. That's you needing to take a break from whatever the emotional and mental battle has been for you about this relationship and how it's been progressing or not progressing for you towards your happiness, which would be you be sitting in your queen on the throne. The Nine of Pentacles sitting as a very, independent, though quite happy and flourishing queen. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is a pre-Empress energy, and you got the Empress energy here. With the Page of Cups, this could be the apology that you need from your person. And we got Temperance. There's healing and balance here for you. With the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the World. With Death, and then the Three of Cups. Okay? We got a lot of good energy here. So, guys, the message that's meant to, let's just kind of run through these first, okay? Death and transformation. Something's come to an end, or you're putting something to an end. Three of Cups is like a reunion kind of energy. Queen of Cups is becoming someone who has got a lot of love and is seen in a loving way. A lot of love. And intuitive, of course, powerful, strong, emotionally balanced, all that sort of good stuff. So, Archangel Michael. We're starting off with, there is something that makes your heart flutter. This relationship with somebody makes you feel just alive and good. Alive and good, happy and right. Alive and good, happy and right. But you are seeking the support through talking to friends and others, seeking possibly guidance from your God, your spirit guides. I mean, these are the ones that are sending you these messages. So it seems to me that you're actually reaching for some kind of divine inspiration, which is the higher priestess, right? Divine inspiration, trying to find out what it is that you haven't been able to see. And see, she's got her eyes closed, so she can't see anything, but she looks like she's comfortable with her eyes closed because of what she's doing right now. But in any case, you are looking at you got the Three of Cups here twice. You're looking at having a celebration. Possibly this is a third party energy that you're in with this person. Like I said before, this man might not be somebody that you're with, that they might actually have a wife and you're a third party to it, but you want to be their queen. You don't want them to be queen in their life. You want to be their queen, and you want to be seen as this queen right here. And you're rising up to the energy now, because there's an energy about you that says, I want to go further in my freedom than I already am. I don't want to stay in this energy of wanting someone in my life that I can't have. Or at least it looks like it may go that way. Of course, we always want to say it's up to them. They have to make the choice. Yes, it's very true. But it's also up to us to be able to say that, whether they do or they don't, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to be my happy self, irregardless if this person wants me to be their queen or not. They have to get rid of their first queen, first of all. And that may be something that you've been seeking some help with, consultation with, a support group of being, maybe there's a support group of people being in a third-party situation with their lover. Are you going to a counselor, therapist, to seek emotional support? It's very possible, or you're seeking that divine support, that like you're looking for the answer. What do I need to do? Should I stay hoping for things to change between him and her so that I can move in and be his queen? This person's significant to you. So it's a big choice to make, and it's a big move, big bold move to make. And the good thing about the Nine of Wands is that you still have the energy and the boldness within you to take on the new battle of walking away from something so that you can, stand in your own power, take charge, of your own life, moving forward and trying to make you happy instead of trying to be happy because of a relationship. Because that holding on to something that is not good for you is just like energetically it's the energy of wanting something that you feel you don't have right now, that lack energy, right? It's just what it is. It's like the death of us, because it just ends up inviting more of those same feelings and thoughts of not being enough. So by hanging on to something that's, at least on the surface, telling you that you're not good enough to be part of this, or for him to make that decision to, make her go away, right? To divorce her. Pardon me, I threw it on the floor. Okay, so these would be, harboring feelings of maybe resentment, anger, but also feeling like if he's not going to do it in the next month or so, that tells me he really doesn't want to have any, he doesn't see me, doesn't respect me, doesn't want to have what I want to have with him. Okay, then you emotionally walking away from that. You have had a huge emotional investment in being with this person. Now, I don't know whether you've actually realized a relationship, like have actually engaged in a relationship with them, or it's just you seeing somebody and having been around them a lot. Maybe the two of you struck up a friendship and they talk like the type of person and sound like the type of man you'd like to have in your life, because you don't have someone in your life. And so you're growing an attraction to them. And they may be coming across as though they're very, very grateful to you for being a friend to them, stuff like that. And you may be feeling like they're growing an attraction towards you. And it could be, I don't know. But in any case, they're not in the position to be with you right now. And so you're having to walk away from that emotional investment, realizing that intuitively that's your best move to make. Because whether they do or they don't ever break away from this marriage or long-term commitment they have with this woman here, it's you got to make you happy. That's what the message is meant to reach you right now. Is the guides are saying, the Spirit is saying that irregardless whether or not this person makes the move to come towards you by walking away from this commitment they have, you've got to make you happy. Making you happy is like, okay, these two, first of all, these two are like, they argue a lot. They argue a lot, and they're probably, maybe as a friend, he's telling you about their arguments and not being able to see eye to eye on things and stuff like that. And, but you might be feeling as though you don't know whether or not their argument, them clashing is really enough for him to make a choice in a different direction, like to choose another opportunity, another option. And you are feeling like an option, right? Because they have options, because you're available to them. Emotionally, you're available to them. But they may not be emotionally available to you. But you might be feeling they are at times, and then other times it's kind of like, no, he just sees me as a friend, or no, he just sees me as a coworker, or no, he just sees me as an affair. It's like unclear to you with the moon energy. So much so, you're breaking away from that emotional investment, realizing intuitively this is what your soul, your guides are wanting you to do. And take put some distance between you and this person, this situation. Try not to be available to them, even as just a friend anymore. And, take some respite time to heal, to find some that inner strength again in you that kind of put you back on that path or that current of life where you weren't with anybody until you met this person. See what it was like before this person. How did you feel before this person came onto your radar? You may not have been feeling fulfilled romantically, in a relationship zone, but you didn't have all this stress. 9 of Wands. You didn't have all the stress and pressure now because you're so attracted to this person. You just want to be with them. You want to be a couple with them. You want to be in a relationship with them, but you're not. And you're not seeing if that's ever going to happen, but that's what you want so bad. You want it so bad that you have forgotten what it's like not to be in that kind of energy. So it's time for you to lay your head down and rest. Put some distance between you and this situation. Even if you have to go out on a limb and be on your own. Just independently detach, not be attached. Holding on to something, like they're holding on to their pentacles there. The sunflowers. Detaching yourself. Because when you detach yourself from an attachment, look what you get. You're no longer in the 4 pentacles. You're like 9 of pentacles. You're 1 pentacle shy of a full commitment, which is the 10 of pentacles. A full commitment. Is it a full commitment to your happiness? Yes, of course. Is it a full commitment to somebody who's available to you? Of course, right? So here we got somebody, blowing the seashell, the conch shell, if that's what that is, because they're looking for the person to give their cup of love to. There's somebody on a new page for you that is going to bring you some great happiness, healing your heart, healing your mind, just healing altogether. It's balance, the coming out of the darkness into the light, the angels all around you helping to lift you up to be in the energy of the Queen of Cups, right? You're oozing out this energy now because you learned how to say no to something that's not good for you. Not at least right now. You never know. They might actually leave them, but can you wait for that? Will they or won't they? Right? You want to be free. You can't be free when you're shackled in the will they or won't they zone of thinking. You want to be on the throne of life, in control of your destiny. Instead of just being their queen, you want to be in control of your destiny. You want to be having this kind of freedom, free relationship, that it's like a spiritual connection to you because you're so happy and feeling free and dancing and joyful with somebody who's going to be coming onto your path, new page, bringing you the message of, I love you. It's you I choose to be with. I want to be with you. Will you be with me? And you'll say, yes. You'll say, yes. I want to be free with you, to be with you. I want to be healed through this love we have for each other. I'm going to be the Queen of Cups because I have learned to love myself. Therefore, I have the loving energy to put into this relationship, and I'm finally that queen. You're finally that queen. You're the Queen of Cups, right? You're not the Queen of remorse and regret. This is a 5 of Cups. That's remorse and regret. What it is, it's the 2 of Cups is behind that. Crying over spilt milk. The 2 of Cups is behind that you're not seeing. When you allow yourself to love yourself so that you become the quintessential lover, right? You are, passionately feeling inspired and moving forward. You're attracting good things to you, people who want to commit to you. You're attracting healing and balance to you, right? Balance is that emotional and mental, sameness. They both, your mind and your head. Your mind and your heart are hearing and listening to each other. There's the end of the chapter where you're going to have all sorts of really great communication coming back and forth, energy between you and a new person, new energy. Okay, great energy here with the Eight of Wands. Great energy. Putting the whole I'm by myself though energy behind you, because of all this incoming great energy, ending the world with the world card, ending that chapter of will he or won't he, will he or won't he, I want to be his queen. That's going to be, you're ending that. And as a result, your new chapter starts off with this guy here, and death and transformation, and not, celebration. Celebration. Instead of third party, we're celebrating. You're not a third party anymore. You're actually celebrating with your friends, socially with your new romantic dig here, and friends. You are going out socially with him, going out for dinner, going out to movies, stuff like that. You be around people. People are going to see that the two of you are a couple. And this is going to make you feel like you just want to dance, dance, dance in so much joy and glee, because you have got somebody who is emotionally available to me. Not someone who is not emotionally available to you. Wow, guys. That's, I hope that this was helpful to you, and just be patient with yourself and know that you're worth it. You're worth walking away from somebody and something that's just not filling your cup, because there's somebody else, after you realize this through rest and retrospection, that there is somebody else who wants to be true to you, just you, healing you, the Queen of Cups. That's your throne. You're sitting on the throne of the Queen of Cups. Again, you want to be a queen. You too want to go further than freedom. You are seeking power to decide what takes place in your life. Enormous energy comes with stepping into your own potential. Daga's rune is about your destiny, right? Taking control of your destiny. Okay? Take care of yourself. Bye for now.